Coach Greg, and today's video is all about Thomas delauer. I'm gonna show you and prove to you that he's full of shit and he doesn't make sense in what he's saying. He uses big words and scientific studies that he's cherry-picked to just make it look like what he's saying is the truth, when in fact it is not. So stay tuned and watch the entire video, because I guarantee by the end of it you will agree with me. And so to do this, I chose a video called 5 Biggest Causes of Belly Fat for Men. To me, it's just a good-looking guy with a good body reading a script and not making any sense at all. And I mean at all. Like, it's not even close to factual. I will prove to you and explain to you why that it's bullshit. I'm sick and tired of everyone tricking everyone and scamming you out of your money, trying to make it look like one thing's true when it's not, and trying to look all scientific and quoting bullshit cherry-pick study. So obviously I'm worked up because I just watched this video and I'm mind-blown on what he's saying. Like, I literally can't believe how stupid the shit he's saying is. Now listen, guys, to sound smart, all you have to do is talk about something you know 5% more of than the person that you're speaking to. So his audience, his target audience, is basically people that want to lose weight. That's you. You guys right there. That's you, who I'm talking to. You just want to get in shape and lose weight, and you watch his videos and you're like, oh man, that makes sense, and that makes sense, and that makes sense, but it really doesn't make any sense. I have an education. I have a master's degree in kinesiology. I'm able to read his studies and show that it doesn't make sense what he's saying, and his conclusions are just redonkulous. This is why he says men are storing body fat. Number 1. They're not eating enough salt. Not enough salt. Not enough salt. Yeah, okay. So I'm not making this up. This is what he said.
So having belly fat is because you're messing around with your sodium levels.
So he says cutting out salt increases aldosterone, and then this makes you store more water and make you look puffy and bloated. He's saying that's from cutting out salt, not adding more salt. So he's literally saying that if you don't have enough salt, you get more puffy and bloating. So he then tries to look smart. He reads this word, 11-hydroxysteroid dehydrogenase. Do I know what that word is? No. I'm not pretending to bullshit you. So what he says is, it converts inactive cortisone to active cortisol, which then causes you to store more belly fat, due to having 4 times more cortisol receptors in the abdominal fat tissue than anywhere else. It sounds all great, doesn't it? Sounds, oh wow, this is a big word, it does this, it causes this, so no salt and you get more fat. Does anyone literally actually think, anyone, any of you, do you really think that the reason when you see somebody really overweight and you look at them, they have this big stomach, do you really look over and think, oh, I bet that guy's not eating enough salt. Must be the low sodium diet that guy's on. Yeah, it can't be from eating burgers and pizza. It's gotta be he's on a low sodium diet. Do you know how hard it is to not eat enough salt? You have to literally know a lot about nutrition to even handpick the foods that don't have enough sodium to get not enough sodium. No one is fat in the stomach because they don't have enough salt. They're fat because they eat too many calories than they burn. More calories taken in than they burn off. They're not doing enough cardio, or they're eating too much. Not the salt. If you go on a low salt diet, guaranteed you're gonna start losing weight. Guaranteed. Because guess what? Processed foods are all loaded in salt. So if you automatically go on a low sodium diet, you just cut out all fast foods, you cut out all processed foods, you cut out almost everything that has a decent amount of calories in it. It's gonna be much harder to get fat trying to just eat vegetables and fruit and things that are low in sodium. You hardly have any choices of food left. Not enough salt, so stupid, not the cause of more belly fat. Lower sodium diet, you will literally look leaner, not fatter. So, number 2, even more stupid than number 1. How is it possible to be more stupid than number 1? He found a way. Performing cardio in a fed state, he says, makes you fat in the stomach. Literally, he says, that's so stupid. I'm gonna quote, I have to read word for word what he said so you don't think I'm making bullshit up. I'm gonna quote, okay? If you do cardio in a fed state after breakfast or after you've already eaten it's kind of wasting your time and potentially causing you to store fat. End of quotes. I didn't make it up, people. Watch the video.
But if you're someone that is just trying to go to the gym to do a little bit of cardio, then doing it in a fed state after you've already had breakfast or after you've already eaten is actually just kind of wasting your time and causing you to potentially store fat.
He says, we want you to do your cardio in small amounts in a non-fed state, in a fasted state. He actually says this. So his idea is to not have a belly, you do a little bit of cardio, a little bit, 15 or 20 minutes, he was saying, a little bit. But it has to be empty stomach, like you wake up and you haven't eaten yet. And if you do cardio after you eat, so you eat breakfast and you go for a 2-hour bike ride, whoa, boy, you're gonna get fat. What, all that food you just ate and you did what? So, why do people believe him? Because he referenced a study. Ooh, what study did he reference? Well, we looked at a study with 9 participants. 9 people in a study, one study that he cherry-picked, 9 people. Then he uses big words to sound smart again. And he's just reading off a prompt. Intramyocellular triglycerides, P70S6K. He's quoting a bunch of things no one's really, some of you have heard of this. He's just trying to look smart. He's not gonna quote the other 1,000 studies, ignore the other 1,000 that say that cardio doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, literally doesn't matter when you do cardio. Calories in, calories out, end of the day, that's what matters. First law, thermodynamics, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It doesn't matter if you did cardio before or after you ate. You burn the same amount of calories that you burn as the calories you burn. Point number 3, arguably more redonkulously stupid than the first 2 points.
The 4th mistake is going to be consuming too much fruit in an effort to be healthy.
I would say it's more stupid. This is the most stupid thing he said. He says that consuming too much fruit in an effort to be healthy is causing people to get big stomachs. What? So all these people are, I'm gonna lose weight. I eat too much McDonald's. I know what I'll do. I'm gonna start doing what that Greg guy does. He says to eat a lot of fruit and vegetables. Well, I don't really like vegetables, so I'm gonna eat fruit. So I'm gonna start eating apples and pears and bananas and strawberries and blueberries. Oh, what happened? I'm now obese because I ate fruit. No, that's the stupidest thing in the world. Fruit is awesome. Do you know why he says fruit is bad? Because it has fructose. Fructose. Oh my God, it is fructose. I'm so sick. I am so sick of people that say you can't have fruit and vegetables and they quote stupid bullshit, fructose, and they say it's the big difference. Then they find a study. Oh, he found a study to show he's correct. So he's trying to prove that eating fruit, an apple, is causing people to have a big belly. So what study does he do? There was a study that had 2 groups of people drink a drink. One had glucose in it, the other had fructose and glucose in it, and the one with the fructose in it, they gained twice as much fat as the one with the glucose in it. A drink. So he's saying if you drink with fructose in it, pure drink, like a pure drink of just sugar, not fruit, the fructose in the fruit, just the pure drink, that caused the gain. The study wasn't, we gave 2 groups of people, one group ate burgers and fries, and the other group ate apples and bananas, and the apples and bananas gained more fat. No, it was a fructose drink compared to a glucose drink. That is not the same. You can't compare that. That is stupid. It's what is he actually saying? Look through the information and decide for yourself.